Alright, looks like we are live. Thanks for checking out episode 1 of Tree of Liberty podcast. Special thanks goes out to Viking Joe, my friend, helping me come up with the name. Since this is the first episode and an introduction, we'll go ahead and give a brief explanation. It doesn't go super deep, but it's based around the quote from Thomas Jefferson that the Tree of Liberty must be watered from time to time with the blood of tyrants and patriots. It kind of goes with the whole freedom, I don't want to say libertarian because I don't necessarily know if I agree with everything, but basically the freedom, the individualism and the freedom kind of bent that we're going to have around here. And it just kind of fits. It's simple, it's short, it's sweet. It doesn't give too strong of a feeling when you hear it. It's if you don't know the quote, you won't really get it, but if you do, you'll get it. If not, it just sounds like regular old short name. I was looking into a whole bunch of different names, and a lot of them were cool, but way too fucking long. I mean, it's a podcast name. It's got to be short, sweet, to the point, easy to say. So, Tree of Liberty podcast it is. I like the sound of it. So, an introduction. What is it going to be about? What are we going to do? It's going to be about a whole lot of different shit. Anything that we want to talk about, anything that I want to talk about, or guests that I might have on want to talk about, anything you guys out there want to hear, leave it in the comments. Let me know if there's a subject you want covered, an opinion you want put out there to the wind, anything at all. I won't hold punches. I will talk about any subject as long as I find it interesting or entertaining enough, or I think that there's some kind of value that I can bring, that people may get some use out of it, or entertainment, or what have you. Generally speaking, it's going to kind of be about things like current events, liberty, guns, preparedness, self-sufficiency, different skills, some video games thrown in there, some technology, all kinds of random shit. Really, there's an endless supply of things that we could talk about. I will attempt to do at least one episode a week, probably going to be on Tuesday evening / nights. For now, I'm just going to stream it to YouTube, and I will have to kind of investigate a little bit further and figure out if I want to rip the audio and then upload it to a podcast site, or if I want to deal with podcast sites at all. Depends on how many people listen. If it's just the group of close friends or whatever, then maybe we'll just leave it on YouTube and fuck it. Yeah, otherwise that's going to be kind of an experiment to figure out what exactly works. I do like podcasts are generally audio only, but I do like streaming it to YouTube as we are doing now, because I can stream my second monitor, which means that I can put up things. As you can see, here's my mouse. I can put things up on here. I can pull up, my browser, search whatever, and I can go ahead and drag this to the top and get rid of the other stuff. We can focus on what we're doing here. I can show videos, I can show pictures, different helpful tidbits, supporting information for whatever, documents that I want to pull up, little graphics, info, whatever you can possibly think of. I can throw it up on the screen there and kind of go over it. You can have a visual if you're watching on YouTube, or watching live, or watching after the fact. Obviously, if I rip the audio, upload it to a podcast website, you're not going to have that. But we do have a Discord. I just made one, so it's pretty barren at the moment, but we'll go ahead and get to adding stuff to that. So anything that I put in the video as far as exhibits, so to speak, images or documents or anything like that that I think is useful, I will put that in the episodes and show notes. I think is going to be the text channel that I'm going to use for that. So you can always listen to it, and then if you would like to join our Discord, it's open for anyone. There should be a link in the description. I'm not sure how podcast websites work, if I'm going to be able to put descriptions and links and all that, but hopefully so. But on the YouTube stream archive of this, there will be a link to join the Discord, and it's an open invite for anyone that wants to join. Feel free to come on in, have fun, hopefully have a good time, bring some value to us, we'll bring some value to you guys, and yeah, so anything that I put in the videos as far as exhibits and that kind of thing will go in the episodes and show notes text channel, so you can listen to it if you do the audio only version, if that ends up being a thing. And then if you want to see anything that has been discussed or reference any of that stuff, you can come into the channel and it'll be in chronological order, and bam, there you go, all the stuff posted. So let's see, what else? Discord. So rules for the Discord. Not many. Obviously no illegal shit. No just dumb spamming. Like, if you want to be annoying, whatever. People are going to ignore you, you know. I'm very big on free speech, so I'm not going to go in and delete people's posts and mute them and all this other whiny bullshit. I mean, if you're an asshole, people are going to call you out, and they're just going to probably block you or ignore you. If you're spamming, if you're causing, you know, like a real issue where people can't have discourse, then yeah, I'll probably kick you. Or if your only sole purpose of being in the server is to be an asshole and to ruin everyone's time and make it impossible for them to talk, sorry, but you're getting booted, you know. But generally speaking, you know, if I think you have a wrong opinion, hey, we can discuss it. I don't shut people down just because I don't think that they're right, or, you know, I don't agree with what they're saying or whatever. Fuck all that. Offensive humor, I don't give a shit. Whatever. Talk about whatever you want. Discuss whatever you want. Just no illegal shit and no spamming. So that's basically the rules. But otherwise, feel free to come in. Talk, post stuff, post your own stuff, post links to your things, post things that you think are important, or get information. I would like to have a good community at some point, if things grow enough to share ideas and to share things that have been tried that work and don't work, especially in things like preparedness and weapons, technology, different things like that, self-sufficiency kind of things. We'll tackle some minor backpacking and camping type stuff at some point. That's something I really want to get into. If I do that, I will probably post some at least limited videos of my adventures to the channel. So if we happen to do an episode on that and I have footage, I'll add that in as well. Links to that. Just generally stuff like that. We're going to do whatever comes to mind. And I think the first topic for episode 2 is going to be preparedness. Kind of a general overview. Because people get way too wrapped around the axle about this shit. And it's not... People hear that you prepare for things, or that you're a prepper, so to speak, if you want to use that term, and they automatically go to Discovery Channel or whatever fucking channel that is. These crazy assholes who have a bunker and fucking iodine tablets stacked 10 feet high and a bunch of food for 70 years, and that's great and all. Happy meal for you if you got that, but not all of us are rich, so it's about practicality. And talk about things like deciding what's practical. What should you actually prepare for? Should you prepare for somebody to drop a nuke on your fucking town? Or maybe do you live where there's earthquakes and you get fires breaking out twice a year, and you know, what makes sense for you, where to start, what the easiest things are to do, working your way up, what's the most important. And I know that's kind of a it's the word I'm looking for. It's kind of subjective, what's the most important thing to start with, but there are some objective measures that you can take, like the fact that what they call the rule of 3, where you can go 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, that kind of thing. So obviously your first priority is going to be making sure that you're physically safe, and then after that, water is going to be the next most important thing, and then food, and then so on and so forth. So there is subjectivity to it, but there's also objectivity. Things like that, like maybe a good place to start for anyone would be to run out to the store, grab a 24-pack of water bottles and stick it in the cabinet or something, you know, things like that. So we'll discuss that kind of stuff. I will have I'm not going to script these, but I will have a general outline of points that I want to hit for any given topic that we're talking about. So this one's kind of off the cuff. I apologize for it being a little random and all over the place, but when we actually dig into a topic, there are going to be bullet points, I guess, and then we can elaborate on each one, and there will be tangents we will go off, especially if I have guests on. Everyone's going to have their input and their opinions, and it's going to be a sharing of ideas back and forth. So, but generally, we'll try to stick to a rough outline of points and kind of keep the flow going, so that we don't have any lulls or sit around talking about random shit for, you know, half an hour. If there's a topic and you click on the podcast and you go to listen to the topic, you're probably going to want to hear about the topic, so we'll try to keep it to that. What else? There's not really a whole lot to go over on this one. Just kind of what to expect and what things are like. The main takeaway, I guess, would be to join the Discord, and from there you can chat. We have 2 members at the moment, not including myself. Like I said, open invite. Anybody that wants to hop in, feel free. Post whatever you want, ask whatever you want, share whatever you want. And if there's any subjects that you would like covered, feel free to post that in as well. I will try to give kind of like a rough idea of the ideas that I'm working on for the next several upcoming episodes ahead of time, so I can kind of get feedback, and maybe if there's an episode idea posted in there, like this one's going to be about building your first rifle or what have you, then people can kind of pop in and share, oh, I think you should probably cover this point or that point, or I've always wondered this about that subject, can you maybe go into some detail, or what do you think about this or that? So yeah, I think if we can build a little community where we can all kind of have a back and forth, then I think that would really help the show overall, because I will have guests on occasionally, hopefully fairly frequently, but I don't strictly want this to be me sitting up here talking about shit that I don't know about, because half the shit I'm going to talk about I don't really know about. It's just opinion and what I've seen from my point of view and what I've done, whatever limited stuff I've done. And so it'd be nice to have other perspectives or other ideas of things to draw out topics, or to draw out specific points about topics that we can talk about and kind of go from there. And if I don't know, hey, somebody wants to know something and I have no idea, for time to do a little research and try to figure it out myself. I can always learn more shit. So that's another big thing for me, is I like learning. I don't think that I know everything, and in fact I know that I don't know everything. So any opportunity to learn something new skill, new knowledge that I can stick in my head and hopefully keep for a while, and hopefully have it be useful, would be the most beneficial. Yeah, exciting shit coming. Hopefully you'll find some value out of it, and yeah, I guess we'll cut it there. We'll make it a short one. Don't need to ramble too long. Keep an eye out. In 1 week, next Tuesday, we will have episode 2. So that one's going to be about preparedness. I don't have an exact title for it yet, but we'll call it the basics of preparedness. How about that? Should be interesting. Something that I am passionate about and actually have some working knowledge in. So yeah, should be a good time. May or may not have a guest on that for that one. We'll see. Either way, hopefully you guys will enjoy it and get something useful out of it. And if not, hey, join the Discord and talk shit. That's always an option too. Alright. See you guys next week. Thanks for checking out episode 1. If you got any feedback, leave it in the comments below, or hit up the Discord and leave it there too. Alright. Peace out, guys.